Okay, so this is part two of porting. I figured I would take the first one was a do poll, and it doesn't have anything to do with message contents. So I figured there was room for another example. Here is Wahaj's email sender. It's this one, file email. Here we go. So let's take it and convert it to version 3. So more file email.py. Okay, so this is a sender. So I would put it in send and I would call it email. So I will change the name to mv file email.py to email.py. And change this 5x. Okay, so we go through the coding changes, coding differences. So the class, we start with the class. We have to change this to that. And yep. Okay, self.plugin at the end, all this crap at the end. Let's go down there. You don't need that. Okay. In it, do they talk about so the next thing, plugins are used by application. Imports, let's go look at the imports. See, there's import right there. 2DD, those go there, and they're in alphabetical order, which pleases me. You don't need registered as, you don't. Okay. Can be used by, yeah, okay, so the imports change the logging. So we have, you have to import logging, and then you take the standard logging equals get logger thing, and then, okay, yeah. So then there's options. So parent turns into option. So this turns into options, and we do self.o equals options, and we do parent by self.o/g. Okay. Then declare option. So that's a whole different API. Do we have options in here? Does it go over that? Add option. There we go. So you have kinds and strings. So this turns to dot comma plus 3 s/declare/add. There we go, and the registered list goes away, and so file email command is a string, and it has a default value of user bin mail. Yep, email to is a list, and I don't know what this is. An str. This is an str. Okay. So we don't need to set the default because we've done that in the add options. So the and start can go away completely. self.o.logger. Oh, we didn't fix that. Self.o.logger by just plain logger. There. So now logger looks normal. Okay. Here. So let me go look for send. Send accepts one message. It doesn't say that here. Okay, well, you don't need self.o as an argument. So self.o.message becomes message.rel path. Watch out for the camel case. There we go. Okay, now self.o.msg. Those are all going to change. That's the only one? That's weird. Okay. Self.o.new file. That's weird. Okay. So that's a message field, but it gets confused with settings in the old version. That's another old version weirdness. So it's msg : new file. Yep. Let's go back and look at self.o.new file. That's not right. So that is a message field. Yeah, that's okay, but it's not a list anymore, because in v2 they were all lists, and now they're not lists, they're strings. Okay, that one is a list, which is fine. You're sending one email message per destination. I don't know why he calls it header, but there you go. And okay, and what should send return? I think returning true is fine. This thing never returns false, so it always succeeds, which is kind of strange, but there you go. Is there anything else to do? Let's just Python email py. It is syntactically correct. I think that's pretty much all there is to do. Let's see, is this another shell here? Let's take this one. Where am I? Yeah, return true. Did I end up with the same thing? Pretty close. Okay, so that ought to work. So there you go. So that's an example of converting a send to the new way of doing things. The other thing that would change would be in here. You would do in, okay. Yeah, that's all good, but then you would have flow, either callback. Now, assuming it was put in flow CB, would be under send.email. Or if you're just putting it where it is now in a preferences directory, it would be flow callback email dot email. Yeah, so that would work. Okay, so there is a do send. Oh no, a do send has to change into a send, and it takes as arguments the message and self. And there you go. That is a port.